I'm here live tapping in from IMC Nation, base Eden. Okay, and man, what an honor it is, what a pleasure it is to be here amongst you again. Man, it's been a long time since I've streamed. So much has changed. But today I just simply want to tap in and talk about the process of Memento Mori, okay? Memento Mori simply means one thing. Remember, at some point you're going to die. At some point you will no longer have this life to call your own, right? So what are you making of it is my question to you, right? What is it that you are doing on a daily basis to know that you are alive? You're living right here, right now. Nobody, when I say nobody, I mean nobody gets the privilege or the honor to be you. So the question is, who are you becoming in the process of your everyday experience? This is a philosophy. Now, this is a philosophy that I live by. Memento Mori. I know someday I'm going to die. So let me continue to create my life. Let me continue to become who I decide to become. I have to become something. I have to become somebody. I have to do something with my life every day to know that I'm living. Are you living the life that you came here to live is my question to you. Memento Mori. Remember, this life is not eternal. You're going to die. I'm going to die. One day I will come here, or you will come here, or somebody will come here, and they'll see these videos and know that this man lived. So my question to you is, how are you living? Every single day I wake up with a daily process and a daily routine that allows me to continue to evolve on a daily basis. Every single day I evolve because I'm no longer the same person I was the day before, right? Every single day I'm on a constant process of change and evolution. You see, whatever life gives you, whatever happens in your life that's meant for you to transmute, it's meant for you to change, right? No matter what happens to you, good, bad, indifferent, it doesn't matter. It's all fuel for you to become a greater version of yourself. So I don't want you to go through life without knowing that you are living. And you are at the same time dying, right? They're one and the same. One day you're no longer going to be here. Just like me, just like everybody that you see in this world. And this is not anything new to you, but I want you to know and understand that like you have a choice to live today. If you don't know who I am, man, I go by the name Master Myself because of the fact that I'm seriously aiming to evolve myself on a daily basis. Every single day I have an opportunity to get better at what I do. One of the phrases that I write every single day is, I'm the best at what I do. I do it every single day, and every single day I get better and better at doing it. So the choice is, are you going to evolve? Are you going to change? Are you going to become a greater version of yourself, or are you going to stay the same? Regardless, one day you're going to die. This becomes real when somebody in your life that was close to you passes or transitions. Both my grandfathers last year transitioned. They ascended. They're no longer on this realm. When I faced that, when I realized that, I have to know and understand, like, yo, everything is temporary. Nothing is eternal. Everything is subject to change. Everything is changing every single day, whether you have the eyes to see it or not. So what are you choosing today? How are you evolving today? How are you going to grow? How are you going to become a greater version of yourself? You see, I'm living here in Las Vegas, and I live the player lifestyle. When I say that, I live amongst straight players, right, in this life. And long story short, you know, every single night, we get the opportunity to evolve and become a greater version of ourselves every single night. How do we do that? Well, we challenge ourselves. We put ourselves in uncomfortable situations and circumstances. For example, the strip club, right? It's not easy. It's not comfortable, right? Evolving at the rate that we evolve, but it's the choice that I choose every single day. I know someday I'm going to die. I know someday I'm going to be like, man, did I live? I have to face that, right? Just as you got to face that. You got to ask yourself the question, did I live this life the way that I was supposed to live it? right? Or the way that I wanted to live it. And there's levels to it, right? I know that this life is temporary. So my choice today is to live from the experience that I choose to live. And if I'm not doing that, then I'm not living. At the end of the day, I'm just not living. I'm not doing what I've been called to do. What is the rate of your evolution? Who are you meant to become? What is it that you're here to do for this world, for this life? Whatever it is that you choose to do, that's what you're meant to do. But it's a choice. So you choose to live. You choose and know and understand someday I'm going to die. I remember I'm going to die. So let me make the most of this moment. Are you making the most of it? Make the most of this moment. Make the most of your experience. Because, look, what's so unique about you is that there's nobody like you. Nobody gets to walk in your shoes. Nobody gets to see from your eyes. Nobody gets to be you. But you do. Every time I meet a new woman, right? When I go to these clubs and things of that nature, I have the opportunity to recognize, like, yo, when we do toast, oftentimes we do toast, you know what I'm saying, just being in good conversation and good flow and so on and so forth, we have an opportunity to toast. And when I do that, one of the phrases I say is Memento Mori, because I know that this is a temporary experience. Last Sunday, I met a female, a lady that basically described to me, her experience of going through and having a brain tumor. So we got in a conversation, and essentially, this topic came up, right? The philosophy of Memento Mori. Now, this becomes real when you have something to anchor it to. So if you don't yet have a song that you would think of, that you would play at your funeral, it sounds morbid, it sounds, dark, but the truth of the fact is that we're all gonna die. Knowing that you're gonna die, how are you going to live is my question. I'm choosing today to live greater than I lived yesterday. How? Well, it's a choice. I just made the decision. I just said, yo, I'm going to live greater than I did yesterday. Because I have the opportunity to choose that, and I can follow through with that, and I can live by that. Because why? Because it's my life. By the fact that we exist in this life is the fact that we're going to die in this life. Life is our energy. At the end of the day, when we look at death, when we look at the true concept of death, I mean, at the end of the day, our energy never ceases to exist. How do you if you can prove that your energy ceases to exist, okay, then that's that. But good luck trying to prove that, right? I know I'm not meant to cease in my existence or my evolution of the essence that I am. Now, this physical body is going to transition. The people that I know will no longer have me as a reference. They will no longer have me to touch and to communicate with in this physical realm. But because our energy never ceases to exist, there's another realm that you can tap into right now and know and understand, like, yo, when I tap into the realm of spiritual, right, or metaphysical, right, beyond the physical, I know and understand, like, yo, I'm gonna die. So I'm going to die to this physical experience, but my energy will never cease to exist, right? So just knowing that gives you a different flavor to it, right? A lot of people get down and knowing and understanding that, this life is, we're not going to have everything that we have in this life. We're not going to be in touch with our loved ones, so on and so forth. Don't worry about that. There's loved ones that, I said my grandparents, right? Or my grandfathers. Well, both my grandparents on my mom's side and my grandfather on my dad's side all transitioned at this point. But they're all with me. And everything that I do, I carry their spirit, I carry their energy, I feel them, I'm reminded of them. My uncle, transitioned back in this is during the COVID, I think it was like 2021 or 2022, whatever, right? So these people have transitioned from this physical realm, but their energy never ceases to exist. It never leaves the essence of my life and the flavor of my life. I know I carry the spirit of my grandfather. I know I carry the spirit of my grandmother. I know I carry the spirit of my grandfather on my dad's side. I know that for a fact because I move with that energy. My grandmaster, not grandmaster, sorry, my master, master teacher in the art that I study, Tong Sudo, transitioned back in that was 2021, the end of 2021. From that moment, because of my experience in the martial arts, which is so fascinating, believe it or not, because of that exposure, because of that experience, I'm aware of his spirit on a different level. I'm reminded of him every single day almost. In fact, one of my processes before I go out into the world is I salute him. I say, Tong Su, sir. Right? Because I know I can honor that spirit, the spirit of Bruce Lee, for example. You can honor his spirit, and his spirit will move with you in this physical realm. Because this physical realm is the now experience. So just live like that. Move like that. Think like that. Know and understand, like, yo, I'm gonna die to this physical realm, but my spirit will never die. My energy will never die because you cannot kill energy. Energy is energy. All it does is transition. It transmutes. When you have water and you freeze water, what's happening to that water? That water is not dying. The water becomes dense. The molecules in that water become dense. So therefore, it becomes a solid. Whereas if you take that ice and you melt that ice, well, it becomes water again. And then if you heat that water up, again, it becomes steam, right? So these are different forms. These are different aspects of the same energy. Memento Mori. Remember, you're going to die. So this is just your healthy reminder, man. Once again, it's the one and only master myself. I just wanted to come on here, share that light with y'all, man. Once again, it's been a minute. I'm going to continue to tap in. Y'all see I got the dreads, growing and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that. You know, the lock journey. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do probably, like a little video of some sort, documenting my locks, whatever like that. You know, it's been an amazing journey. I started growing, about a year and a half ago, I want to say, almost 2 years. And man, it's been an amazing journey. It's truly amazing. You don't realize that the change that you go through, you know what I'm saying, until you go through it. You understand me? And so yeah, that's what I want to come on here and communicate. Salute to everybody. If y'all got any questions, man, tap in with me. I'm gonna be starting to utilize my TikTok on a different level, so y'all can definitely tap in with me on there. And of course, Instagram. I'm always, active on there somehow, some way, on my stories or on my posts, whatever. And yeah, continue to tap in, man. I'm gonna continue to go live. It's a pleasure and honor as always to tap in, and I'm looking forward to continuously evolving. Memento Mori. Remember, you're gonna die. So the question is, how are you going to live? It's the one and only master myself tapping out. What we say in IMC Nation is be the best and fuck the rest. What I say is knowledge of self is knowledge of love. It's the one and only master myself tapping out. Salute.